ready for another experiment? I know I am. I love science experiments. We're going to do another one that we've done in class called Oobleck. This is a very easy one. You only need two things, just like our volcanoes. You need cornstarch and water. So these are things that you might already have at your house. I am going to kind of roll my sleeves up because I'm going to get my hands messy. I'm going to take this extra hairband off. So what we're going to do, we are going to mix 1.5 cups of cornstarch with 1 cup of water. And these are kind of approximate. You might need more water or less or more cornstarch to kind of get the right consistency, but that's what we're going to start with. So I have a little more than 1 cup of water in here, just in case we need some extra. So I'm going to go ahead and pour most of this in. Look at, okay, that's about a 1/2 cup. Pour that in. Okay, so that's extra in case we need it. And then I've got cornstarch. I've got a couple containers here because I'm not sure I'm going to have enough in this one. So, and this cornstarch is really powdery. It's a big powder like this, but it's very light, and so it spreads everywhere. So I'm not going to just dump it straight in, or else I'll have a cloud of powder everywhere. So I'm going to scoop it into this 1 cup measuring cup, like this. Very gently scrape it so that I don't end up with cornstarch everywhere. And I am going to need my other container. That's about 1 cup. Now, before I put this in here, I'm going to add some food coloring because I like it when things are colors. You don't have to have the food coloring. It's still just as much fun to play with without it. Oops, actually, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do this one. So I have found that it works better if you put the food coloring in the water first and then kind of mix them together instead of trying to add the food coloring after you've already mixed it, because it gets a little hard to mix after a while. So I'm just going to put maybe 2 drops in, because I want it to be green, but I have also heard that it can stain if we put too much in. So, let's see, I'm just going to stir that in like that, because I'm still going to need the spoon to scoop cornstarch. Alright, so I'm going to dump the 1 cup very carefully in. Then I'm going to fill it about halfway to get the 1/2 cup. There we go. Oops. Then, just dump that in there. Okay, get all the cornstarch out. And then I'm just going to start mixing. And it is kind of hard to mix. So I'm just going to go very slowly and gently as I mix it in. And the thing with Oobleck is it can be a liquid and a solid. So when it's a solid, that means it keeps its shape. It doesn't bend. We can't move it. Things like this table. This table is a solid. I can't really bend the table. I can't really squish it. It's solid. It stays that shape. So sometimes if you're really putting a lot of pressure on the Oobleck and you're really pushing on it, it's going to stay solid. But it can also be a liquid. A liquid is things like water, like the water in here. See how it moves around? It fits into whatever shape it's in. That's what a liquid does. Some liquids are things like vinegar, like when we did the volcanoes, the baking soda volcanoes. The vinegar is a liquid. It moves around in whatever container it's in. Things like milk. Milk is a liquid. Coffee is a liquid. A lot of liquids we can drink, but there are some that we don't want to drink. Like the vinegar. The vinegar, we've smelled it. It doesn't taste very good. We don't want to drink the vinegar. Alright, well, that's mixed in pretty good. Let's see if we need more of anything. Alright, so what I'm going to do Oh, that's still pretty wet. See how that's still moving around? I need more cornstarch in there. So, that's already wet. I'm not going to dump that in there. All right, I'm just going to dump very carefully, just a little bit, because I don't want to get too much in there, or it's going to be too hard, and I'm not going to have enough of the water to mix with it. So maybe if you're doing this at home, maybe don't start with a whole cup of water. Maybe start with like half a cup and just add in from there, because this looks like I'm going to probably need all of my cornstarch here. So I'm going to whack it again, see if it's still splashing. I'm going to need more cornstarch. Spread it out that time. I like this green color it's making. It's like a light green. It makes me think of spring. Probably should not have started with so much water. Stir it around. Alright, let's see what we got now. Better, but it's still pretty wet. I'm going to dump some more in. And this is something that happens with experiments. Sometimes they don't work out the way you want. And you just have to keep experimenting. What happens when I add more? So we talked about some liquids, things like milk and water and vinegar, laundry detergent. If your mom uses a liquid laundry detergent to do laundry, that would be a liquid. So let's think of some solids next. We said the table is a solid. What about rocks? We can't really bend rocks. Rocks are a pretty good solid. Let's see. This container is a solid. I can't bend that. The yellow container over here is also a solid. Let's see. All right, let's try that one. Better, but it's still pretty liquidy. So I'm going to add some more. Ooh, I think this might do it. It's getting really hard to stir now. That looks better. Mix it in. I'd actually put too much in that time. There we go. Oh, that looks good. Because what I want is for me to be able to touch it. And look, nothing on my finger. There, that's actually really good. I like that. Because what we can do with this is we can have all sorts of fun with it. So I'm going to have another video of me having fun with this Oobleck.